Well, g'day, Max here again, welcome back to the shop. So I'll just bring this along and give you a quick update on my progress with the new shop and the lack of machining videos over the last couple of weeks from this shop. I've been away. I've had to go up north for the 9 days and do some inspections on some mining equipment at an iron ore mine up north near Pannawonica, which is a couple of hours drive inland from our northern coastline. So to fly in, you fly into Onslow and then you have a bus which takes you to Pannawonica, which is a 2-hour trip. So I just threw in a couple of clips of the flight of that and also the flight landing back in Perth, but unfortunately the way the wind blows varies on how the planes land back in Perth, so I wasn't able to get a good clip of the Perth skyline for our overseas viewers. But anyway, we're going to head up to the block and we'll show you where we're at with our shed progress, which isn't far, but we're getting there. So I've just ordered all of the steel for the columns and for the portal framework for the new shop, and that will be delivered in a fortnight. So I had to get that order in so I didn't have any hold-ups over the Christmas break. So I'm supposed to be doing videos now on our tool and cutter grinder, but I'm going to postpone that till over the Christmas period probably, because our temperatures here get pretty nasty. So if we get 40-degree days over Christmas, I won't be working outside from lunchtime onwards. It's just too hot, you can't pick anything up. So those are the times where I'll try and get into the tool and cutter grinder. So yeah, well, have a look. Here's a couple of shots of my progress. Oh, and by the way, I had a couple of channel stickers turn up from Aaron over in Eastern States. Aaron runs 2 channels. There's the light's not going to blow that out. Aaron Engineering and his Design and Creativity channel, DCT. So this one is his CNC side of his show, and the Aaron Engineering is his manual side. So we'll get them up on the board with the others. So anyway, off to the shop, the new shop. So today's mission, we're just pulling all the formwork off the side of the slab, and that's just the black plastic which comes up the side of the slab and goes down underneath the entirety of the slab. So the concrete's come out quite well, nice and smooth. Beautiful and smooth, so it'll be a good shop floor. And yes, so the anchor bolts are here, all in place, so the steel plates that we're making up, which you'll see in the next clip, will all bolt down to these. And this array of blocks that we have poured here, these will be the footings for the verandas, so they'll go up either side of the long sides of the shed and 3 metres out from the edge of the slab. They'll support the verandas. The reason why they're so big and heavy is just to counter for any uplift caused by the wind. So these are the base plates for the columns. So it's a pretty simple setup. We just got the plate sitting on a couple of parallels. We just push it up against the 2 end stops, and it brings us close to the centre of the hole, and the drill will centralise the hole. And when we're drilling, whilst we're drilling, I just jab my screwdriver in the end, and that keeps it secure. So these are the base plates for the connection between the columns and the concrete slab. So with these holes here, they'll bolt down in these bolts that we have set into the concrete already, and of course there'll be a layer of grout between the base plate and the concrete slab, only about 20 mil or so. And then these plates here are where the 250 C-purlin bolts onto, and that will be what we're using as columns. So all that's left to do to these parts is to give them a good coat of paint, primer as well, and they're ready to go. Just a shame nowadays you can't get the old red lead, the old red oxide primer, the proper stuff. It's a bit of a watered down version we get nowadays, so it is what it is. So yeah. So now we move up to the other end of the columns. So these plates, these will be bolted to the top of the columns, and then the portal frame rafters will bolt to here. Now I'm getting these laser cut at the moment, so I won't have to do anything to this, maybe a bit of quick run over the edges, the corners with a sanding disc. And the part we're working on now is a corner bracket here. So these are a bracket between the column and the portal roof frame in the corners. So these triangles I'm getting laser cut out, and then these flat bars will get bent to so it's 14 degrees off the vertical through this line here, and we just have to drill some holes in here, and these 2 holes will be bolted to the column and 2 holes will go into the portal roof frame. And once they're bent up like that, then that gusset plate we're getting cut out will go in there, and will be welded up, and they'll be ready to go. So there's 12 of those to do. Okay, well, that's our finished hole for the veranda footing. So we're just using the laser level sitting on the milk crate over there, and of course the staff and the level there, and we make sure we're level. The pad is absolutely level and to the right depth, and we're ready now to drop one of our concrete blocks in. So here's some of the previous ones. So what will happen, we'll have other columns coming off these blocks, and they'll come up and link up to the main columns of the shed and form the 3-metre veranda. And they're the concrete blocks over in the distance there. We found it easier at the time when we poured the slab to make some moulds and just pour these footing blocks separate rather than setting up formwork all the way along. It was just going to take way too long, so we did it this way. So we have our block sitting in location, and we just use the spirit level to make sure it's flat. Then I'll double check that with the laser level. So this one's come out within a couple of millimetres, which is plenty close enough. There will be 4 studs drilled and chemi set into these blocks, and then we can adjust the height of the columns to suit, and then they'll get grouted in.
cabin crew, just on bells and cross check, thank you.